Alrighty, so somebody, of course, has picture day this week, and I need to go ahead and do her hair. I'm not gonna lie, I procrastinated with it because I do have a lot of stuff I have to do throughout the day. But the last thing I want her to be looking crazy and some pictures that's gonna last forever. So I did go ahead and wash her hair. You will see often when she tend to go to sleep because we are getting a late start to it. I usually have in bed by 8 o'clock, but baby, look, you have to get off the bus, you gotta eat, you gotta get up with your homework. It's a job, I'll tell you that. So we are getting a late start with everything. Now, when I do their hair with my girls, I do not deal with their hair when it's dry. I don't want it snapping at the hair and breaking it off or anything like that. So I do like to deal with it when it's damp. Now with her hair tends to get dry pretty quickly. So I do keep a spray bottle filled with water with conditioner mixed into it. That way it can keep the hair moisturized throughout the whole process. Y'all will see where I am putting grease on the scalp. I'm actually using Blue Magic grease. The Blue Magic grease will allow me to get the parts to be a little bit more crisp. I do not put it throughout the whole entire hair. So most people will go in there grease their whole entire scalp. I'm not doing it. I'm only greasing the parts that will be visible. Because grease, when you put it on your scalp, it does kind of clog your pores, and the scalp actually builds its own oil. So I only put it on the parts that would be basically out and opening. The parts that will attract the dirt more, and not the parts that's covered. I guess you think of it in that way. So you will see throughout the video that I'm tending to use the same products throughout the whole entire process. The products that I'm using is products that I will always use. I have never changed it up since I started using products on their hair. It's just something that I must have. So I'm not going to talk the whole entire video because a lot of stuff in here is very repetitive and I don't want to keep repeating it. I do want to give you guys the time actually to look at the video and see exactly what's going on. And make sure y'all let me know if y'all actually like the hairstyle. I do different stuff when it comes to her hairstyle because she is the child like to try different things. She is very outgoing, very outspoken. I say that. But I usually can try different things when it comes down to hair for her. My oldest, she'll let me do it as well, but she got a limit when it comes to her because her hair is much thicker and much longer. And it does take much longer and she's ready to get up. So y'all will see why I'm actually using Liv. Now, Liv, if y'all watch my video of my must-haves, Liv, I don't let go of Liv. Liv is something I've been using in their hair for years. Liv and Blue Magic. I don't let go of them things. I will stock up on it. If I run low on it, I gotta go to the beauty supply and get some more. I don't let that go. Now, the brush that I am using, it is a two-sided brush. One side is hard and one side is soft. You will see me throughout the video flip through them both because I do not like to use the hard side throughout her whole entire head. Some parts are a little bit more sensitive than others, like her edges and stuff. So I don't like to use that hard brush on it, but I do use it to try to help me with laying the hair down. You will see as I'm putting the product on it how her hair tends to become, it becomes shiny and more moisturized, a little bit more healthy because of the products I'm using on it. Now, I don't know if this matters to y'all, but it does to me. But as far as the hair scrunchie I'm using on the hair, I don't use the one with the metals in it. I always use one where it's just pure scrunchie. Because with the metal, for one, it hurts your finger when you're putting it on now. It hurts your finger. For two, when it's time to take it off, it's snapping at your hair. I don't like it. So I only use the one that does not have metal in it. And if you can tell, like from the back of her hair, it is definitely shiny and healthy. But you can also see at the top where her hair is trying to become a little bit more on the dry side. It is definitely still down, but it is definitely getting to the drier part of it. So that's what I mean by telling y'all her hair does dry really quick. So I will go ahead and, of course, spray that throughout the whole entire process. Now, I wanted to do some fancy stuff with the front part of her hair, but she was so tired, y'all. And again, we got a late start, so she would not let me do a lot of stuff to her head. I had to constantly fight her with holding her head up. As you can tell, I'm trying to hold this ponytail and hold her head up at the same time. But I'm doing the best that I can on what I can, considering the time. It wasn't that late. I usually had them in bed by 8 o'clock. But at this time, it was probably already 8 o'clock, and she was over it. She was ready to go to sleep. But she also was ready to get her hair done, too. So she stuck it out with me throughout the whole process. And I think she actually fell out this chair at one point, if I can remember. She did fall out the chair at one point. But I think I recorded, but we're not gonna post that. We're gonna do my girl like that. So again, throughout the process, just part it with the blue magic grease. Only put it on a part that's gonna be visible. That's gonna be getting all the dirt and stuff from to it. Once I part it, I do go in and try to section the hair and to do like not sure what to call it, but I do like little small sections and just connect them together, so like connecting the dot. Um, so you will see it now. This brush I'm using to detangle her hair, it is the unbrush. Unbrush works good for her. Now for my oldest, we will have to put her hair into way more sections when it comes to detangling it to use that unbrush. I did let her go ahead and choose what color rubber bands she want. These are elastic rubber bands. I do not like to use the regular standard black rubber bands on her hair, especially the edges, because those tend to tug. Those are just the same as a metal scrunchie. They tend to tug, so I do use the elastic rubber band. They will pop on their own if it become too much tension. So, as long as she's not bouncing off the wall, she'll be okay. And it'll last her at least during a picture time. Here is where you will see where I am actually going to start connecting the sections together. So connecting the dots, I guess you could say. I do twist it. I twist it to the right. Remember, lefty loosey, righty tighty. So I twist it to the right, and then I connect it with another elastic band. That way, it's not really tugging at it too much, but it still gives it that nice, neat look. In my opinion, with everything. Now, I did want to do this on both sides, but she was so tired that I was just like, girl, I'm just gonna do it on one side. So I had to like try to wake her up, excuse my hair. I'm not gonna do my hair. I'm a mama bear. We always come last when it comes to stuff like this. So I had to do only just one side of her hair and do the rest in the ponytail. And she was okay with that. And I was like, okay, girl, that's fine. because your sister waking up anyways. And one thing at a time, please. One thing at a time. So you will see, of course, like I stated, things are very repetitive. I do the spray bottle with the water and conditioner. The water is warm water. I do not use any type of cold water. Cold water, if you notice, they tell you to rinse your hair out with cold water when it's conditioning, because cold water locks in the moisture, but it also closes the your pores. And the last thing I wanted to do right now is make her hair to where it's all stiff and stuff. So I only use warm water or distilled water or room temperature. It works better for me. It works better for them. And it's always worked for us. So we continue to do it. If it ain't broke, don't go fixing it. So I do go ahead and spray with that. Of course, I condition it with the Liv throughout the whole entire process. At the bottom, I put the barrettes. I am protecting the ends of her hair. I don't allow it to just be sitting out. It's very rare that you will see my girls with hair in a puff ball. Even if it's at the top of their head, they have like one of them little cute looking little buns or some kind of stuff, the ends are tucked. I don't allow the ends to be out unless it's like a hairstyle that's probably like for one day or some kind of stuff. But other than that, it's twist and the ends are protected as always. Whether it's a bead or whether it's a barrette, it's protected. So you would see that when I start doing their hairstyles anyways, that you will see that I'm always protecting their ends that they have. I don't have to cut their ends often either because of that. Now for our last step, I do go in and do her edges with the edge booster. I like this edge booster because it works wonder for their hair. It does not give them that white residue. I don't use an edge brush when they do their edges. I'd go ahead and use an actual toothbrush, a soft toothbrush at that. Yes, it is clean. I don't buy that somebody had got doggone used it and put it in their hair. It's a clean toothbrush. So I use that to, of course, help with any flyaways and then also to do their edges. Once I'm done with that, then I'll go ahead and put her barrettes on. I did not put all of them on at night because I didn't want her to be saying I hear her from laying on it because she do sleep a little while. So I just put the bows on and then I did the rest of them one at a time. When we got done, usually she has to see her hair, but she was so sick of me and she was so tired. She didn't want to see her hair, but she was ready to go to bed. So I went ahead and put her little bonnet on. Of course, it's a satin bonnet. We don't do cotton bonnets around here. We do satin bonnets. I need them to be preserving as much edges as they can and get their hair to be nice and moisturized. That cotton will suck the moisture out of any doggone thing. So we don't use the cotton scarves. But when she saw how the next morning, y'all, I'm going to show y'all a picture. But when she saw it, she was in love with it. Like I said, she is my child that is definitely outgoing. She likes to have these different colors and different things going on. And she would love to have her butterflies in her hair anytime. So, once we get to end, I'll show y'all exactly what it looked like and why she had to have them different colors in her head, whatever. But yeah, but I'm glad I did go ahead and put them little clips on the side when I got done. Well, the next morning, because back when she came back, the elastic rubber bands, I told y'all they was gonna pop. She was bouncing off the walls, most likely. They popped, but everything else is still in place. So it is what it is. Don't forget, y'all, to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel so that you can be updated on any videos that may have been posted. I do like the fact that my girls love to do these videos, so it's less hectic for me in the process. So definitely will we be putting more videos on here because I can see now that they're a little bit more active with it. So definitely don't forget to hit that bell, like, comment, subscribe. If you got any questions, feel free to comment. I will reply back to you to answer those questions. Thank you.